county government, the private registry, and the court.
And we'll get to that.
Yes.
Just understanding with the whole land rates. And how do you even look at it? And due diligence. I think we'll just throw that word out there. Where go and do your due diligence. But how exactly do you do your due diligence? And who is involved? We'll get to that. So, Thuku, in your case, as much as there's the whole standard procedure of this is the first thing. And najua ukipatana na mtu uambie umeona shamba mzuri Thika Road, in the first thing. But practically speaking, nini inafaa ikuwe kitu ya kwanza kabisa when you buying land?
Thank you very much. And I think, as Wakili has said, I think after identification, being in this industry for a while, one thing I have realized is there's what appears on paper, but there's what appears on the ground. And I think one of the things that we advise is once you identify what you want to purchase, and of course through several means, it may be through an agent, it may be through a friend or whatever, when you get that, go to the ground. I think that's one of the things that we advocate, because there are some issues sometimes even before they get to the registry, before these encumbrances get to the ground, especially in areas where there are residents. Go to the ground and get to speak with the people around. Maybe they are neighbors. They know the owner. Because what happens is because of the rampant fraud that has been happening, sometimes you have the document. Sometimes people even will tell you, I did my search and everything was good in the registry. But there are stories that are there on the ground. There are people who know historical issues with that land. So what we do ourselves before we buy land, you go to the ground and engage the neighbors. Don't be in a hurry before even you do anything. First of all, get the history. There may be issues that are even brewing between, maybe if it's a family land, there's issues between family, but it has not gone anywhere. So the neighbors have the rumors. They know what is brewing. It may not have reached there. Because some of the issues that comes later. Some of the things catch up when you have already engaged into a deal. So I think part of what we have learned is that in the work of due diligence, there is an informal form of due diligence, going to the ground, speaking with the people there. They know the stories that are even not out there. So from there now, based on the confidence, they know the owner. Some of them will tell you, this land does not belong to this person. The owner died. The owner lives abroad. All those stories that are hidden somewhere. Because some people are left in charge of some land and then they are selling them. So I think that's one of the things that may be informal. It's not in paper, but I think it's one of the very important due diligence that you can start with. Going to the ground and speaking with the neighbors. Now from there, if you are certain the story of that, also insist of meeting the owner if they are around. Although, of course, some has been given over, maybe to our lawyers and the people who are in charge of disposing that land. But don't be very far from the owner. If they are available and they are in Kenya, you better pay the price. If they are very far, go and meet them in person. And be able maybe now to ascertain, get their ID even before going anywhere else, and also now correlate the ID and the person who is selling you land.
Right.
And of course, get the issues to do with historical issues to do with the family. Akona bibi wangapi, akona watoto wangapi, because those are things that will come up somewhere and they can hinder the whole process.
So picking up from both of you, it seems as if now